Día de los Muertos. Definition: the Day of the Dead is a traditional Mexican celebration that inspired other areas of Latin America to honor the dead. It takes place on November 1st and 2nd and is linked to the Catholic celebrations of a Souls Days on All Saints. It is not a morbid or scary festival, but a celebration of life to remember those who passed away. It is a name to share memories, not terrors. A bit of history pre-Hispanic. The celebration of the deceased faithful in Mexico has its origin in pre-Hispanic times, according to historians and the Mexican and various periods throughout the year to celebrate their dead, the most important of which took place at the end of the harvest between the months of September and November. Aztec society believed that life continued even in the afterlife. That is why it considered the existence of four destinations for people according to the White Dead. With the arrival of the Spanish, the Day of the Dead did not completely disappear like other Mexican religious festivals. The evangelizers discovered that there was a coincidence of date between the pre-Hispanic celebration of the dead with All Saints' Day, dedicated to the memory of the saints who died in the name of Christ. Asynchrony with the celebration of the faithful departed, held just a day after Todos Santos. It was in the 14th century when the Catholic hierarchy included his festival in its calendar, the purpose of which was to remember all those who died from various pandemics such as the Black Death that ravaged Europe. This is how the Day of the Dead was reduced to just 2 days on November 1st and 2nd, although in other regions such as Oaxaca and Puebla it extended to several days, since it's believed that those who died in a natural cause arrived days before to home. The pre-Hispanic customs of cremating the dead or burying them in the home were eliminated, and the corpses began to be deposited in the churches. The rich inside or the poor in the atrium. Spanish customs were adopted, such as eating bone-shaped desserts that led to the popular pan de muerto and sugar skulls. Día de Muertos en Mexico. The Day of Dead is celebrated throughout Mexico, with some variations depending on the region or state. In Mexico City, in the mayor's office of Tláhuac, there is a small town called Mixquic, which means where there is mesquite, one of the most visited places during these days since its celebration is attached to Mexican tradition and is carried out in conjunction with the village fair. On November 2nd, La Alumbrada takes place where thousands of candles illuminate the grave decorations with flowers. Oaxaca, one of the richest states culturally speaking, the celebration of Day of Dead is one of the most significant. The altars are decorated with tablecloth or paper picado and are divided into steps, each one having a special meaning. The first represents the grandparents and or adults, while the second successive are for all the others. During this festivity, you can attend countless exhibitions in Oaxaca. In Mexico, the celebration of the Day of the Dead varies from state to state, from municipality to municipality, and from town to town. However, throughout the country, it has the same principle: to bring families together to welcome their loved ones who return from the beyond. Día de Muertos en Veracruz. The people of Veracruz are preparing to celebrate the fiestas of All Saints, which are characterized by their great color and lavishness, although known in a slightly more personal way. Each region celebrates the arrival of its dead in its own way, with its most traditional dishes, its music, its traditions, and the warmth of the home as if visitors were still alive. It's, it is one of the most important festivities in northern part of the state of Veracruz. It is generally celebrated from October 31 to November 3rd and takes place in towns such as Tempoal, Panuco, Platón Sánchez, El Ligo, and Tanoyuca. Tanoyuca Amono, right? It is the town of Temporal begins October 28, where there of where the celebration is most the play rolling in these roads, with several days in advance the preparations began with the placement of the decorative elements of the altars in these homes. During the holidays rockets are used to attract the good spirits and drive away the bad ones so that the faithful department can reach the home. La Cantada Naolinco. The festivities of the faithful departed and of all the saints that are celebrated on days of death throughout the country in the municipality of Naolinco. These festivities start with the night of La Cantada, which consists of visiting the houses where the altars have been made and singing the songs of praise, and those who are praised there, which are literary, trope, or play on words, the dark creation of the inhabitants of the municipality. The songs are dedicated to saints, martyrs, and people related to religion. The festival of La Cantada de la Noche begins when groups of inhabitants and believers of this tradition go to cemetery to sing the first song of the night in front of the grave of relative, and later they move from house to house singing in their respectfully. Thank you very much. I hope you like it there. My name is López Mauro Higinio. I am a third semester law school student.